Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, what a morning. And I am starting to notice notice my little plant leaning a little bit weirdly now that it's been pointed out to me. Isn't it amazing how we become so used to our surroundings sometimes that we don't see things? Wonderful, wonderful. I'm Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading and having some fun with it because it's beautiful sky outside, and I had a bit of a hunt for the new cat that's living here temporarily. So we found her, so that was lovely. Oreo sniffed her out and she's comfortably sitting in a window, so I'm pleased about that. And let's go across to the cards, shall we? Because you don't want me to rant about my pets or anything. And I do have sunshine. There is clouds, there's blue sky, and I have no idea what the temperature is outside yet. It's lovely and comfortable inside. Let's go for it. And Michaela, yay! You're here live. Isn't that lovely? Lovely and all, it is. And the sun's out again. It actually is, even though it says sun's there. It doesn't matter. I know what you mean. The sun is out. There we go. And oops, the sun. It is, isn't it? And we do have Izzy over on the YouTube. So, hi Izzy. That nice little waving hand. I know what that icon is. I've used it before. And Michaela, glad Kitty and Oreos are good. Yeah, well, she had a bit of a chase. I found her yesterday in the bathroom up on the bench, so she tried to run away from Oreo. But it is getting better, it really is. And oh, thank you, Izzy, for that. Happy Thanksgiving. Here in Australia, it's not one of those holidays that we actually celebrate as a formal holiday. But I think more and more people are becoming more in tune with the US, the American holidays and everything. And the thoughts and the feelings behind it of gratitude and thankfulness is absolutely fantastic. So thank you for that. And good morning, Sharon. Lovely to see you here this morning as well. Let's get to the cards because that is what we're here for. Now, here we do have, and Izzy, you may not have seen these before, Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck. It's Ciro Marchetti is the artist and using the expanded edition. None of them from that section of this particular deck. So we've got Stork in the home space. We have the ship being the theme for the day today, and we've got the clouds in the workspace. Now I'll put that down and bring up the owl card, and here we are. Be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best that you can. Very hard to focus in on that properly because of the white text on a light background, and my cameras are starting to get a wee bit old, I think. It's not focusing in like they used to. I think they've done pretty well for about 10 years old. Oh, they're even older, I think, these cameras. Anyway, that's a lovely owl card there that we've got for our focus today as well. Excuse me, I've got a frog in the throat. I'll give you a bit of time to look at that as I switch over and do the comments again. So, Michaela, yes, we have a cat chasey dog situation here too. I bet it looks funny sometimes. They can be such treasures, the fur babies, can't they? Good morning, Corinna. Lovely to see you here as well. And we have Kenneth. Hello, it's Thursday in Ontario, 4:39 p.m. So, do you have a happy Thanksgiving, or is that just a US holiday? Because that's where I'm still not 100% sure. I just know that you're in the pretty much the same area longitude. So thank you for being here. Now let's zoom in and we'll go to the cards. Alone by themselves, the three. I'll see if I can get them the right size. I definitely have a frog in the throat. I might just have to have another sip of my coffee if you excuse me. My goodness, it is 8:11 a.m. here in the morning, and as you can see, well, I've showered but not had breakfast or anything yet, so maybe that's what it is with my throat. Now the ship, I love this ship because it brings in those fantastical ideas and dreams that we might have. And there you go. So that good. Thank you for that, Kenneth, because that clarifies for me. That's American today. We had ours in October. Oh, so you do have a Thanksgiving in Canada. Wow, that's good. I think, I don't know that Australia has that type of a holiday. I'd have to look that up. I mean, I know we've got about 11 public holidays in the year. Not all national, or are they? Anyway, that's something I might need to research. I don't think we don't have one that's actually called Thanksgiving. So, but we might have something that's similar that I'm not aware of. It could be the Boxing Day or something like that. I don't know. And that's the day after Christmas, as far as I'm aware. 26th for those states that do honour that. Okay, back to our cards and the ship. In the depiction that this is, it's just so beautifully fantastical, because what ship does fly? I know we've got the jets and aeroplanes that we could say are almost ships of the air. So this is just beautifully buccaneerish, fantastical adventures, all sorts of things that we can imagine. So it's got the potential of being what we want. And typically, I think, as far as how it's been seen through the century, however long Lenormand's been around, I think it's been 200 years. I think this actually is about travel and holidays and taking a longer time away from work home situations than it would be just for an overnight stay. It is pack your bags type situation, so that with how we've got that type of understanding and the way it's this gorgeous depiction in clear skies and anywhere that you could go in the world, I think it really does bring that sense of, wow, it's time to dream up what you want to be doing as your holidays, or be on the holiday, go on the holiday. It could be even that direction, or that sense of somewhere else that you can take yourself in your mind's eye to let yourself float through and experience whatever you want in that aspect or way of, doing travel. Sometimes it brings to my mind that way of travelling that's called astral travel. If you've ever had that experience, or just go into your dreamland world and spend some time daydreaming about what you're really wanting to do with time away from that is the norm of our world, and spend some time in the fantastical. That's what I'm getting with the ship as our theme for the day, okay? It's whatever your imagination is wanting to. And, Kenneth, you'll look it up for Australia. Well, thank you for that. Because it's probably the same way I'd be doing it. Not with the ChatGPT, but with good old Google. Because that's what I'm used to doing, is Google it. The AI assistants are definitely coming into another realm of helping out now as well. They are more than just the assistant. They can be search engines, mini search engines now, can't they? Right, stork in our home space. Perfect space for it with the way that this nest is being completed and constructed. So with the storks, I pretty sure when I did a search, a little research on it previously, I don't always use the guidebook. I've probably read it, the guidebook that's in the deck, a couple of times way back. Storks, I think, are like a lifetime pairing, and it's the male stork that does the nest, builds it and brings it into being that is, it's the home prepared for the couple to have the egg fledge the chicks. So and I cannot remember whether it's the one or the two. That doesn't matter. What we've got in the home space is really that finessing of our place, our space, that sense of security, that sense of what is going to be our glowing light in how we are connecting to potential children, our children already, and even that follow-on of grandchildren and the rest. We've got the light of the sun there shining through that really brings that glow to the possibilities of and potential of what this nest holds. And that's the same for our home space. It is in the sense of understanding the meaning of the card in the times gone past. The Storks is about change. So change it up. Change around what you're needing to do for your home space to be more of what you're wanting as home, as that space that you can love, feel secure, be who you need to be with others. Well, be who you need to be is you in the absolute genuineness, authenticity, the truth of you in your home space, because you are building it in such a way and bringing it to the fore of being that safety, that you can really nourish yourselves and those around you from within that space of home. So change it up. That's what I'm feeling with this. It does feel to be, there could be a big change coming for you in a different way. It could be that you're moving house, or it could be that you're just really finessing where you are now to be, dream it, what you're wanting it to be, and make that happen. Change things, because that is part of what we've got in this story for our cards today. So just going to the comments. So Kenneth has looked it up. Oh, good. Now, oh goodness, I can put this up. I don't know how much it actually shows, or how much you can see. Thanksgiving Day is not an officially recognised public holiday in Australia, and as such it does not have a designated date on the Australian calendar. Unlike in the United States, where Thanksgiving falls on the 4th Thursday of November, Australians do not observe this tradition as a nationwide celebration. Thanks for confirming that, because I pretty much knew it, but it's lovely to see it in the text, in the written form. Thanks, Kenneth. And Dr. Raymond, hi, and how are you? So text me to tell me your important something right now, please. You're waiting for the message. This isn't a individual reading session, so whatever the questions are that you're asking in these morning readings is that you take the cards that are being laid out, have been laid out, to be that answer for the question that you've asked. So that's what I answer to that one. Thank you. The card clouds in the workspace. Things are looking a little stormy as we start our day. So you might experience something that's going to be a little chaotic. But as we know from the last couple of days, we have had the clouds in the card spread. It has been actually cloudy here and a little on the wintry side, even though it's spring moving into summer here. It could be you having that experience of really into winter. So that sense of the cloudiness and storminess, it definitely will pass. We know that clouds do not last forever. It might seem so as you're experiencing that in the day, but it does move through. We've got that gorgeous sunlight moving through with the birds coming through. So take whatever you're experiencing in your workspace, knowing that it is going to bring through the sunshine. So from that, we know for a lot of situations that once the clouds, the rain and everything has been and done, the rainfall and everything else, how fresh the air feels, how lovely the earth smells, how it brings up the earthiness of what is the Mother Nature, and how it can lift our spirits as we have that sense of, that the energy levels being low and feeling like they're cramped a bit because of weather, that we have that feeling of upliftment and readiness to fly and do whatever is needing to be done then with that fresh air, that fresh energy, that sense of wanting to move on in our own strength, that we're not being suppressed by whatever the energy is of a cloud-like nature in our workspace, so that there will be that cleansing feeling as you're moving through your work today. So feel that lightening of your spirit as you're moving through, and start to be able to do things from that higher perspective within or above the clouds even, so that you can see the bigger picture of what you're needing to be doing and the progression of that into that gorgeous sunshine, and feeling the warmth and knowing that whatever it is that you're shifting through in your work, that you are bringing it to its fruition, and it's going to be a wonderful lightening of experience for you today, that you feel, oh, I've done a good job. That's what I'm feeling through this, okay, and having the clouds in the workspace today. And here we have that connection of it can be anything that you're wanting it to be from that theme of the ship today. So take your mind higher and further afield, as if you are on that bit of a holiday from what is the oppressive, and taking time to really see what is happening and bring it into the sunshine. So that's what I've got from these 3 cards for the day today. So move into what you're feeling is fabulous, and it's going to be a fabulous day. Sandra, thank you for that, because I just saw your comment and put it up as I said the word fabulous, and there it is in what you're summarising. It's going to be a fabulous day. Absolutely. It has all the potential of whatever we want to see in it. And I'm going to shrink it back down again so that those on Instagram can see the fuller picture of those 3 cards again. I'll wait till that's come up on my screen to give the Instagram viewers a time to see it that way. Lovely, just done that. So in whatever way that you feel that these cards do, speak to you as to some form of guidance for your day to day. Look, any type of tool that we use is not going to be set in concrete. They are only a guide. The same as if it's a different set or deck of cards, the same as if it's something else that you use like runes or sphericals. I've got a business spherical set here that I might use tomorrow to help you with some guidance. So tomorrow being Saturday, because we are on a Friday, that might be something a little different to do for a Saturday weekend morning. They're more business oriented. You can use any type of guide that you like that really touches your heart in how you can have that little bit of help to gain some clarification, understanding, connection with your spirit guides, and learning as you go, practicing your connection with your own inner self and that soul connection, spiritual path that you might be on. So that's what we have for today. Thank you so much for being here. And certainly if you've got any questions of the more practical nature, I'm happy to answer those in, direct messages or otherwise. But there is the links for on my page, the Boundy page, and in the YouTube, I think it is, for the websites that I'm accessible through, and you can book more personalised and direct meanings for questions that you might have. And yes, of course, Sandra, yes, charms. You love charms, and that's one that I know I've got this particular set, and we can probably use those tomorrow or Sunday. A gorgeous way of doing some readings as well. So thank you for that reminder, Sandra. Lovely. Thank you. Keep being the best you, and until tomorrow around the same time at 8 o'clock, Adelaide Central Daylight Time. So it's Adelaide Australian Central Daylight Time. So it's the ACDT if you're looking on the time zone, those little apps or something. Definitely the centre of Australia, and it's South Australia because Northern Territory doesn't do daylight saving. Another one of those instances where the longitude has the 2 timelines in one country. Same as the east coast of Australia has 2 different timelines. And Western Australia, I'm still not sure. I haven't asked my son. I should look it up. And Michaela, you love the charms too? Yeah, they're gorgeous to use, aren't they? They're a lovely technique. And tea leaf reading cards. There's so many different ways of doing it, and thank you from Michaela. Okay, be you, be the best you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.